Hello and welcome to another edition of Free Information. I'm Najak Vera. So happy for you to join us on our 10 of 10 series. We are rounding up the series with episode 10 of 10 on the number 10. Now, if something's 10 of 10, typically that is great. That is perfect. Well done. Real 10 out of 10 there. What are some things that could be 10 out of 10? Well, you could get 10 out of 10 on a report. It could be a 10 out of 10 stars. I don't think people rate. It's usually like 5 out of 5 stars. Now, I think that's what it is as far as any kind of rating, whether it's like a movie or a hotel or something. I don't think we don't have enough time to go all the way to 10. Unless you're doing like some sort of review on your last grocery store or some sort of purchase, like review us online. Then, how is the customer service? Okay, bad, great, confused, 10. That's what it feels like. It's probably not that many. It's probably just 5. Have you ever been in this situation where you have to use the bathroom? It is an emergency and you are running for your life. Your feet are on fire. You're like, boom. It is like Back to the Future. There's lightning behind you. And then you realize, wait, where's your phone? You stop for a second as you're running the back. Wait, I gotta go. Move. Ah! Wait a minute. Where's my phone? Here it is. Okay, I got it. Ah! And then you keep going. It stops us in our tracks no matter what we're doing. We don't know where the phone is. And yet it kind of like calms everything down. It puts things into perspective. It's like, wait a minute, wait. Let's not freak out here. Let's not freak out because my phone is missing. And then we go back to panicking. There's a lot of times when we do panic or, we just get flabbergasted. We could be, in a zoo and we see a wild animal and we're like, okay, that's fine. This is where it's supposed to be. I acknowledge this animal. Perhaps I give it a little head nod or a wave, and I move on. But if we see an animal next to our house, no, go away. Who do I call? Other adults, someone in the government, help me. There's an animal here, and that animal is over there. Zoos. They're kind of like a comedy club or a joke because that's what it's like, because there's kind of more pressure there because you're like, well, I knew I wasn't to see an animal, so it's just sitting there. Can it do a backflip? No, it can't. It is an ostrich. They do not do backflips, and that's the same thing with the joke. It's like, well, yeah, I knew he was gonna be telling jokes, but is this it? Is this the joke? These are the jokes. This is it. However, you see an animal out in the wild, then you are either panicking and want to call the police, or you're like, whoa, oh my, did anybody just see that? Is everyone else see this animal here? Wow. And it's doing the exact same thing. It's just sitting there, and yet we're more impressed. That's kind of the same thing. Sometimes a joke outside of the comedy club is like, this is horrible, call the authorities. Or it's like, oh my God. The chicken crossed the road. Did you just hear this guy? Why the chicken crossed the road? That was fabulous. That's what it's like, I don't know why. Perhaps the setting, something happens like that. Certain things are great in its setting though. The other way around, coffee smells nice. Breakfast smells nice. However, when it's not in the setting, when you're talking to somebody and you smell what they had for breakfast, it is not nice. You question why you're so close to the person, and what do? Do you hand them something for their breath? Will it make them embarrassed? Or do you just suggest that we move this live conversation to Zoom, perhaps, because I can smell the eggs. It happens, and it's a lot for us to think about. Perhaps there should be a name tag that people can invest in that says, look, if my breath smells, just tell me. Or, I don't want to talk about my breath. We have to invest in ourselves, because no one else will invest in ourselves for us. So, get a name tag. We thank you once again for tuning into this episode of Free Information. Again, 10 of 10. It is not the last number by any means. In fact, numbers keep going. However, that's as far as we're going in this episode. We will be having a commercial break or a break of sorts. And when we come back, our next episode will be discussing primary colors. All colors are there. However, we will be discussing the primary ones. This episode has been brought to you by... We've done neon lights before. We don't have a lot of sponsors here. Time. Stick to it. Thank you so much.